It's another hot and sunny Friday, and let's head into the weekend with another edition of Sports Corner. I'm Cole Young, bringing you all the latest news and updates. One of sports' most historic events took place last weekend, and another incredible story was added to its history. The Open at St. Andrews concluded last Sunday, and Cameron Smith was crowned champion. He would finish the weekend 20 under par, which matched the lowest score to par in the history of major championships. Smith was able to seal his victory with his tremendous putting. He would sink 5 birdies in a row on the back nine to bring his score to just 30. That score also matched the lowest back nine score of any major champion. Heading into Sunday, the favorite of the tournament, Rory McIlroy, was tied for the lead. In contrast to Smith, his putting is what led to his downfall. McIlroy clearly struggled to hit some major putts, which would eventually cost him the lead. He had a chance to eagle on the final hole, which would have him tied for the lead with Smith. McIlroy would settle for par on the final hole and fall into third place, propelling Cam Smith to glory and earning him his first championship at St. Andrews in the 150th playing of the Open Championship. This was an incredible weekend for golf fans, and the final day was some of the best golf and some of the best live sports I've seen in a very long time. Major news broke just Thursday morning when Arizona Cardinals quarterback Kyler Murray signed an extension for 5 years and $230 million, keeping Murray in Arizona until at least 2027. This also makes Murray the second highest paid quarterback in the NFL. If you remember, a few months back I reported there was some unrest between Murray and the Cards, and many speculated he might not be with the team for very long. Apparently, their differences were resolved and he is guaranteed their quarterback of the future. A little fun fact, back in 2018, Murray was drafted 9th overall by the Oakland Athletics to play in the MLB. Now, Murray is making just over $46 million per year in the NFL, while the entire Athletics payroll is making just over $48 million, meaning Murray is making almost as much as the entire baseball team that drafted him. Speaking of baseball and absurd amounts of money, Washington Nationals outfielder Juan Soto was offered the biggest contract in MLB history, worth $440 million over the course of 15 years. To the surprise of almost the entire sports world, Soto rejected this offer. After winning the World Series with Washington back in 2019, the Nationals have put together some subpar seasons and are on track to lose over 100 games this season. This more than likely played a large part in Soto's decision to not return to the Nationals. Soto has had another stellar year, hitting 20 home runs and 43 RBIs in the first 90 games of this season. Some bad blood came to light this All-Star weekend after Soto's rejection. Here's a quote from Sports Illustrated surrounding the event that took place. The Atlanta Braves arrived here, Los Angeles, 5 hours earlier than Juan Soto did. You know why? Because their team chartered a plane. Juan Soto had to fly on a commercial flight and wait in an airport for 2 hours and get here at 1:30 in the morning and have to compete in the Home Run Derby. And that's something that Major League Baseball did not take care of, and that's something the Washington Nationals did not take care of. It seems this relationship is beyond repair and that Soto will be out of Washington ASAP. The question is, who can now afford to trade for Soto? The Nationals will be looking for some big-name players, draft picks, and a whole lot more to trade him. His contract is up in 2 years, but by not trading him right away, Washington runs the risk of his trade stock lowering. So it seems likely that they'll be looking to execute a blockbuster trade including Soto. I can't really say I have a prediction as to where he will end up, but big market teams like the Yankees, Mets, Padres, or the Dodgers are definitely some places to keep an eye on. Even after all that, Juan Soto was able to win the Home Run Derby on Monday night. Soto hit 19 home runs in the final round, knocking off Mariners rookie Julio Rodriguez. With all the drama and trade rumors surrounding him, you have to commend Soto for being able to pull off that performance. Over in the league that's normally more dramatic than baseball, the NBA Summer League has wrapped up with the Portland Trail Blazers winning the 2022 Las Vegas Summer League title over the New York Knicks. The Summer League is a great chance for rookies, developing young players, and free agents to showcase their skills and help them solidify a spot on rosters. The league saw some big-name rookies like Keegan Murray and Chet Holmgren show why they were top picks in this year's draft. A few other rookies and some vets surprised some teams and will look to make big impacts on the season this year. The NBA season will be here before we know it, and the Summer League was a great chance to get a look at the young players that will eventually become big-name stars in the league. Action sports have made an appearance this week. The X Games kicked off on Wednesday and will run through Sunday, July 24th. Today and tonight are all about motocross, and tomorrow and Sunday have tons of skateboarding and BMX events. Even if you know absolutely nothing about the sports, which I don't, watching the X Games is always entertaining, so be sure to check out some of the action this weekend. Thank you again for joining me on this week's edition of Sports Corner. As I've said the past few weeks, the weather's still beautiful, so be sure to enjoy some time outdoors in the summer sun. Maybe hit the golf course or the pickleball courts. If you remember last week, I mentioned I played in a pickleball tournament. My goal of the day was to win just one game and ended up coming in second place. All in all, pleasantly surprised at how it turned out. I'm Cole Young. Have a great weekend.